Welcome back. The show is called Brand Equity, and I'm Sonali Krishna. Now, Finance Minister P. Chidambaram had a very busy week. Post the budget, India's FM has been on its feet, fielding countless questions from the media, industrialists and analysts. But Monday night was a little different. On 4th of March 2013, P. Chidambaram wasn't at just another press conference or industrialist meet. He was hanging out on Google to get the most important and understated perspective on the budget, the common man. Is this hangout then a welcome signal of a normally evasive government finally being willing to connect with its voters? Is the UPA beginning to get its communication right with elections round the corner? And most importantly, will it be able to successfully leverage the positive sentiment around the budget? Nikita Saxena with all those answers.
Hi, Mr. President.
Barack Obama, Julia Gillard, Malaysian Prime Minister Najib, Narendra Modi
over Google Plus Hangouts.
And now P. Chidambaram.
Welcome this Hangout.
If you thought these diverse politicians had little in common, think again. You may have missed what could be the Finance Minister's biggest public relations coup. His Google Plus Hangout. The first cabinet minister to embrace a digital interaction of this nature, Chidambaram threw open his budget for public scrutiny.
Even in a bad year, India's savings is 30%.
The dynamic panel comprising young students, a homemaker, a farmer, industry experts and businessmen like Anand Mahindra and Manish Chokhani put on a no-holds-barred show, a first for the usually elusive government.
We could even have a virtual political party in India.
Has the UPA finally woken up to the fact that their arch rival is eons ahead of it when it comes to connecting with the masses?
We had thousands and thousands of Indians who dialed in to listen to and watch the Google Plus Hangout. Over the last year or so, we are seeing significant movement from several political parties in India to embrace the internet, to embrace the power of the internet in communicating directly to the citizens.
This is their means of clawing back some of the turf which they consider their own. It is right that the BJP and even, in fact, strangely, even the left parties are using YouTube and other such digital means far more effectively than the Congress. And the Congress, I think, recognizes that it is miles behind in the race, but also recognizes that in the race for 2014, digital presence is going to be fundamental to victory.
Be it through the callous handling following the outburst after the Delhi gang rape, or refusal to engage with the media as the government scrambled to contain corruption scandals and diminishing voter support, the governing party has built an image of being inaccessible and opaque. When it comes to the digital medium, not a single cabinet minister, barring Shashi Tharoor, has an active social media presence. Add to this its controversial stance on screening online content that attracted unprecedented anger from the youth across the country, and the Congress has a communication crisis at hand. Compare this to BJP's likely prime ministerial candidate, Narendra Modi. From being the first politician to use Google Hangouts as early as last year, the use of 3D holographic images for his campaign,
3D technology na madhyam ki avi raha se lokoni bachche,
to a highly active digital presence, Modi has been able to leverage technology to his benefit. And how? Reason enough for the Congress to be worried and take a leaf out of his book.
They certainly are noticing the kind of, the buzz that Narendra Modi is able to generate, and they are learning from his, very, very smart use of media and of a larger exercise in storytelling, which is what, Modi has been particularly good at, in fact, for several years. Also because they worry that, in the 2014 elections, it's a question of, taking out an insurance policy. You essentially do everything that you can, regardless of whether you believe it works or not. So they know that they cannot take a chance by ignoring what seems to be a very powerful, source of strength for the BJP and particularly for Narendra Modi.
But for a party that was branded a failure in governance by many, the budget has been Congress's hidden ace. Voter sentiment has taken a turn for the better, and with Moody's credit rating that gave the budget its seal of approval, the Congress has finally begun to get its act right. With the general elections now around the corner, the timing is perfect for the Congress to boost voter confidence, up its digital quotient, and initiate a two-way conversation with the urban masses that it has ignored till now.
The government recognizes that it is on a countdown phase, and because it is a countdown phase, it needs to communicate more. It needs to communicate from a position of strength, and the best way it can do is to communicate using the strongest card in its hand. The timing is perfect, and the subject is more than perfect, and the character they've used to play this card with is competent to handle almost any kind of media. So this is their strongest card, and I think the fact that they've chosen to play it indicates that they realize how weak a wicket they're starting on.
The ruling party has been making strides to expand its digital presence. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and the Ministry of External Affairs have launched YouTube channels that now live stream public speeches and events. The party is also warming up to social media and has increased activity on both its Facebook and Twitter page through the Ministry of INB exponentially. Add to this a recently concluded Twitter conference and the ministry's digital volunteer programs, efforts that prove the Congress is serious about increasing its digital footprint.
I think people today want to listen to the voice of government. They want a much more direct interaction with their leaders. So this is something that we are looking at very actively. We've had the finance minister's Google Hangout a few days ago, and I think this has also motivated other ministers to increase their presence, and we hope to be taking some of these initiatives very proactively forward.
As it tries to make up for all the lost time, the Congress will have to ensure that this was not a one-off attempt and continue to invest time and effort to innovate in its communication before the party loses momentum once again.